Alright, hello, my name is Casey, coach of the California Colossals. I'm going to be here doing a quick little review of my time in the UBL Draft League. I was going to make this about a month ago when the league first ended, but I've been lacking. But, you know, I figured later than never, or late is better than never? There we go, that's the saying. But yeah, I don't want this to be like too long. I got a couple matches lined up, as you can see up here. Not all of them, of course, so all the matches were great, so please don't be sad if I don't feature your match. I want this to be like less than half an hour, ideally, and I kind of want to do this in one take also. So yeah, we're going to start with the team that I drafted. You can see the point values right up here. As you can see, I didn't even use all my points, which was really cool. So first of all, I was third pick overall, which is really cool because I've actually never even been in the first half in any of my draft leagues before, which is really cool up until this point. So yeah, so with my third round pick, oh yeah, this is also Series 9 with no Dynamax, or Series 10 with no Legendaries, so take that into consideration as well. But yeah, anyways, with my third pick, I chose Rillaboom. Rillaboom, great pick. I thought round one, he's got that, of course, that Grassy Glide, which does very nice terrain control, fake out, Swords Dance if you want to get weird with it. Overall, really great, especially in a format with no Gigantamax. Next up, I chose a Pokemon that Rillaboom does a very good job at defending. That is Heatran. Of course, Rillaboom does good work into those water types that hurt him, as well as the ground types, and of course the grassy terrain that he sets up will also make so he doesn't take quite as much damage from like earthquakes and stuff. So that was pretty nice. Already I was feeling pretty solid about these two. My third pick, which I was a little concerned about at first because I thought it might be like slight anti-synergy with these two, but it ended up being alright, is Mamoswine. Mamoswine's a pretty solid physical attacker, as you see, 130. I mean, Rillaboom still got 125, but still, got all three of my mons have got attack stats above 130, or 125, which I thought was pretty cool. And I think, personally, Ice is just kind of a nice type to have. Helps you deal with some of those like really like big dragons that can otherwise give you issues. And of course, it's got that Stab Ice Shard too, which is kind of nice. And Thick Fat, Oblivious, Snowcloak are not bad abilities either. Anyways, next up for my fourth choice, I chose a Pokemon to help round up my Firewater Grass cover, which would be Inteleon for 12 points. Of course, Inteleon's incredibly fast. Got that Sniper as well as Focus Energy. Just does incredible amounts of damage, and that 120 base speed is going to be going faster than a whole lot of stuff. It also has Soak, so I can, like, you know, soak something and then Wood Hammer it with Rillaboom. You know, that's pretty good. I think I maybe did that once. I was going to do it twice against Canner because I thought it would be funny, but I ended up doing something else against Canner. But anyways, trying to be quick about this. So yeah, we got those four. For my fifth pick, I chose a little bit of budget redirection, which ended up actually being like incredibly freaking good for 8 points. Like, I think 8 points is a steal for Togetic, and of course we have 110 total. Because obviously initially it was like a fully evolved Mon, but now it just gets 1.5 defenses with the Eviolite, and it takes hits really well. Yeah, pretty nice. And it's really slow, so it's got the After You too, if I want to do Trick Room stuff. And speaking of Trick Room, my next piece was Dusknoir for 9 points, which I also think is pretty solid value. During this draft, I don't know, I was sort of telling everyone just kind of as a joke, but like I was saying like Trick Room's sort of overrated or whatever, and so I got like Dusknoir so I could just like launch out Icy Winds and then like imprison Trick Room. So I thought that'd be funny, like don't even want to deal with it. Obviously Rillaboom does alright in Trick Room with that Grassy Glides or whatever. Togetic has After You, so that's sort of what I was thinking at this point. Yeah, so then we got this. We got, what is this, turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was incredibly surprised that this Pokemon for 16 points was still around round 7, like, because normally this stuff goes first. So I was absolutely amazed. And that Pokemon is Thundurus. Absolutely wild. I could not believe that Thundurus was still around. I mean, Thundurus is great. 2 great abilities in Prankster and Defiant, Electric and Flying, both pretty solid coverage types. It's got strong especially and physically, which is super great. And overall, I was baffled that this was still around. But yeah, so that was super cool. But since I got a couple fairly expensive Pokemon, I need to get a couple cheaper ones to make sure I was still under the 110 budget. And so my next Pokemon was one that I actually kind of fell in love with during this draft, and that would be Chuckle. Chuckle does Chuckle things. You know what he does, and if you don't, I hope you don't run into him. I feature one match with him in, I think it's this one right there. Yeah, it's that one right there. Just one, but Chuckle's cool. And of course, if you gotta get Chuckle, you gotta have Chansey. Let's be real here. You know, of course, you got the minimize the Chansey, you know, guard swap. Obviously, it's pretty easy to counter if you see it coming, but like if you don't, then it can just completely lose you the game. I just thought it was funny. That's literally the only reason why I got it. One small problem is that I had 2 UBL S6 users and a third one, surprise, surprise, right there, which made things slightly more difficult. But most of the time, Togetic got it, or something got like a Focus Sash or something like that, which was cool. My next Pokemon was one that I actually thought would be like pretty good, like in theory. It's got like that'd be a Mantine for 5 points. And I thought Mantine would be pretty cool because it's got that Swift Swim, which I can set up Rain with a Prankster Thundurus, 140, whatchamacallit, Special Defense, so that's pretty solid, as well as like Wide Guard and Tailwind, which are both like incredibly helpful moves. Yeah, so there's Mantine. And then my final pick was Scraggy. For 1 point, Intimidate and Fake Out. That's pretty nice. Can't really complain too much right there. I was going to try and get Scrafty, but it got sniped just a little bit before, which is okay, you know. If it didn't get sniped, I probably wouldn't have got Thundurus. And Thundurus ended up being like an incredibly good piece on my team. But yeah, so we are going to move. Actually, what is this? Which week is this? Okay, so this is already on week 5. So I guess we'll talk about a couple of my matches because I'm not featuring all of them, like I said. So my first week I was against the Absolute Azumarill, which I had a 1-2 loss, which is fine, you know. Sort of messed up the speed tiers, which is okay. And I got incredibly lucky. Game 2, I got like a lucky crit off of Inteleon, which won me the that match. And then game 3, I think he definitely did a really good job. He like led much better than I did and played incredibly good too, and definitely a well-deserved victory for the side of the Absolute Azumarill. On to week 2. What did I write down for week 2? I guess I didn't write anything down for week 2. Sorry about that, but that was against the Wilmington Seadras, which was a 2-1 win. It definitely made me feel a little bit better after the week 1 loss, which is always good. Week 3, unfortunately, my opponent had to forfeit, which was honestly kind of a shame because their team was kind of cool. Like it had like had Regigigas Weezing, which is, I mean, like is like kind of normal, but like not in like a non-max format. It also had like Butterfree and like a couple of other pieces too, but they were doing like really good with it. They were like I think that they were 2-0 at this time, and like were like 4-0 with the games too, which I thought was pretty cool. So I was excited to play them, but unfortunately they had to drop, so I got a forfeit win there. 4. I didn't write anything down for week 4 either. I'm sorry, but week 4 was against the Mogul Mercenaries. That was a Hail team. It was pretty cool. believe they had like Regieleki, a couple other fun pieces. I did manage to get a pretty clean 2-0 victory, which was very nice. Made me feel pretty good. And then I got to week 5. Week 5 was pretty important, I thought, against the Southern Sand Slashes. We got the first matchup here. These are the teams that we brought. This was pretty important, like I said, because if I win this, then I would clinch playoffs, which would be pretty cool. Yeah, and I believe at this point he was also either first or second seed. I can't remember, but I might have been first seed at this point. So I think he was second seed at this point, but he might have been one. I don't know. Either way, he was pretty high up there at this point. So we are going to play this, but we're gonna go through it pretty quickly. Yeah, so we just got my boy John Wilkes Booth, you know, and John, and Cineroar, Togekiss. I really want to do the Defiant, but like I really kind of wanted to get, as you will see in 1 second, maybe, hopefully, we'll see. Yeah, Rain Dance. We want the Prankster Rain Dance to get rid of the Tyranitar. Boom. Ice Beam going in there. Electro Whib's there. Let's speed this up just a little bit. Dazzling Gleams. We do that fine. Take those. Lando comes in. That's okay. Ice Beam. Yachi Berry. Doesn't matter because, you know, Inteleon's actually kind of a unit. Thunder's coming off. Protects it. That's fine. And try and do this quickly. There you go. Thunder takes out the Togekiss, very nice, and then Scald will finish off the Incineroar. So, clean 4-0 victory, which was cool. This is, like I said, this is important though. Then we go to the second one. I lead the same thing. Why not? I mean, it was 4-0 victory last time. Mamoswine comes in, Electro Webs, slow him down a little bit. Draco Meters come out. He takes it like a champ because Thunder is freaking amazing. This what should we call it? This season. Icicle Crash comes in, not doing a whole lot of damage, but still decent chunk. Dracozool's at half speed, which is nice. Fake Out, very nice. High horsepower into the Protect, very cool. This one's a bit closer than the last one, which is cool. Grassy Glide comes out, not doing a whole lot of damage, but still doing a chunk. Ice Shard finishing it off though, which is, so for me, I guess it was definitely worth it. Tyranitar doing his thing. Oh, switched out, trying to prank me. Very cool. Grassy Glide killing off the Tyranitar because Rillaboom's kind of a champ. Being totally honest here. Dracozool comes back out, protects, double protects. I forgot why I did that. Did freaking Incineroar just come in? I think it did. I think I was trying to not get faked out because that could have been a slight issue. High horsepower, doing big damage. Flare Blitz even doing even more. This Fire Blast miss, I think that's what prevented it to go into game 3, which is you know, unfortunate on my opponent's side, but worked out pretty good for me, I think. And then yeah, finishes off right there. So another 2-0 victory, which is pretty cool. I'm feeling really good at this point because, like I said, at this point I am clinched. I'm either first or second seed at this point, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so then we're going on to week 6, but this is against the Alola Chews, aka Rat, who is the sort of I don't know if he's the commissioner, but he's sort of the main guy in charge. And I did something kind of mean. I was initially going to do this to Canner, but I decided not to do it to Canner. I decided to do it to Rat instead. And we'll just see. We'll just see how it goes. Oh, let me turn this on. So yeah, got this stuff. Boom. Your boy. Don't want peace. I want problems. Only problems. Got the Rock Slide, which is fine. Got the Flinch, which is kind of unfortunate. I was a little scared there, to be totally honest. Got Braff out here, you know, doing Braff things. Because, you know, it's Braff, let's be real here. Ice Shard comes out. You know, I'm feeling a little nervous here, to be honest. He's got a pretty hefty amount of damage on me. I haven't really done a whole lot in return. But then we get that minimize, you know, doing those little scummy you know, strats or whatever. But I think they're funny. So like I'm not trying to be mean Rat, but like I was literally laughing this entire time. I thought this was like hilarious. But yeah, so the Mammoth Swine goes down, which is totally fine. Minimize max evasion, which is pretty crazy. Taunt, which is fine. And he misses that. Very cool. Guard split. So then, this thing is gonna be a pain. It's got, freaking between whatever the average of 230 and like whatever his defenses are, and it's not super cool for Rat. I genuinely felt kind of bad, but I also thought, like I said, I thought it was like really funny too. So yeah, here we go. It just sort of goes through this. Let's speed it up just a little bit because it's kind of long, obviously, since my only attack is like freaking Seismic Toss, and of course I guess that Toxic too. Pheromosa comes out, just sort of misses everything, which is unfortunate on his side. That's just sort of how it be sometimes. And give it a little heart because I did feel bad, but I thought that was hilarious. But he won the second game, and that honestly he just went from bad RNG on my part, to be honest. It was pretty lame. No, I'm just kidding. No, he won the second game, which is cool, and then third game I literally did the exact same thing to him, and I felt bad, but I thought it was funny. But he had freaking Braff up here in my DMs. He's like, where is he? There he is. He's like, do it again, do it again. I was like, I can do it again. So yeah, that was a good time. And then for the 7th and final week of the regular season, we played our good friend Canner. Canner was a little disappointed at this point in the season. He didn't do quite as well as he wanted. I was doing very good, so we decided to just sort of play around a little bit. We did some fun sets. Turn that off. So yeah, we just tried to make some funky teams, make some good fun of it. So we got Scraggy came out. Scraggy actually hadn't played at all this far in the season, so it was nice to at least get him out. It was actually a Moxie set. As you can see, I'm doing some funky stuff because like I may have only spent like about 5 minutes on this team, but it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, we got Chuckle out here doing Chuckle things, like doing 7% off a rock slide, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, we got the power trick though. That was sort of the main thing. Power trick definitely came an MVP this game. It's pretty cool. Always fun to see it work. Of course, we also got the contrary, which I may forget about later in the game, but that's okay. I'm actually gonna show you the entire set with Canner because honestly I thought it was kind of funny. I forgot who Lee Harvey Oswald is. It's probably a weird name that I just came up with, but it might be an actual person. But yeah, of course, as you can see, Chuckle is harmless, definitely not just smacking the Naganadel. So that was cool. Switch sides. Just going through here. It's cool, doing her thing. Got your boy Bob doing his thing. Green eggs, wings. Actually, let me slow it down just a little bit. There we go. Honestly, I totally forgot that Scraggy actually had a dark type. That was just pure fighting type for some weird reason. We got Confuse Ray on here because we're being a freaking weirdo. But like I said, this is pretty low. Low stakes match because we're just friends. We're just screwing around. That was unfortunate. I was really disappointed that Scraggy didn't really get to do what I wanted it to do, which was literally anything, because like I said, it had like Moxie and stuff, and like high jump kick. But like, I think I just messed up all the freaking high jump kicks that I could. That was an unfortunate burn, but like I don't think it really matters. I'm pretty sure I was just dead anyways. But yeah, so he takes 1 game off me, and then for the final game, we doing our thing. This is actually a special Rillaboom. It's got like Fake Out and like U-Turn, but I think the other moves are like Grassy Train and like Leech Seed. Well, not Grassy Train. The Grassy Pledge, yeah. Because I know I put pledges on these two because I thought it'd be funny, but I never actually used it. Of course, we're trying one more time to let Scraggy do his thing, but it probably won't work because like Scraggy's not top notch. Especially because I kind of messed it up a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. Got your boy Chuckle coming out here, being real harmless because he's just doing his thing, you know. And this ending's kind of wild. Like I thought he had me at this point, to be honest. Of course, you gotta fake out that to not just have it insta kill me when I have like 5 defense. And this special defense boost off the contrary, that's gonna be huge. Then boom, rock slide, harmless, not doing anything. Ice punch doing big damage there. I think we got like an eye pop berry right there, which is pretty cool. U-turn does not do a whole lot of damage, but you know the burn sort of finishes off, which is cool. Unfortunately, I don't think that was the proper thing to be targeting, because like boom, that's big damage. 31% to Cresselia, that's not bad. Psychic, and then I'm about to make a minor error. Look at that! Look at this freaking scrub. Ignore my foul language, and then the freeze. That was pretty sad, but you know it happens. It happens. Yeah, sorry for this vulgar language, but you know it happens. Just trying to stall a little bit so I can you know survive a psychic. Like I said, this special defense boost ended up being like pretty freaking huge. Yeah, look at that, nearly 50% off a rock slide. That's massive. Thankfully, he didn't have Moonlight. I think he had like these 2 moves and like Trick Room and like Energy Ball or something like that. But yeah, that was the end of the season, or the regular season at least, and of course that gave me enough to move on, which is pretty nice. My first match of playoffs was against the West Texas Weaviles, which I won with the 2-0. There's a little bit of RNG on my side, but you know, that's Pokemon. I thought he played really good though, regardless. Yeah, and then, this is the important one, our semifinals match against the Southern Sand Slashes again. As you can see, a very different team than what he brought last time. Mine's pretty similar though. So like, I looked at his team last time. I was like, dang, I'm really surprised he didn't bring like these 2 right here, because like with the team I brought last time, I thought these 2 would be able to just sort of like freaking sweep through my team. And spoiler, they might do that. I was a little disappointed because I almost brought Thundurus, which had a whatchamacallit, taunt, so I could have like, you know, missed the taunted this guy, whatever his name is, stop the Trick Room. But you know, it's okay, it's whatever. I was trying to do like a Cretillon, but it didn't really work quite as good as I had wanted. But you know, it's whatever. Heatran comes in, takes a hit, but not many more, because he's gonna smack me. He drained, finished off the Inteleon, and all of these are different ways to spell Braff, because the Southern Sand Slashers actually beat Braff the previous week in the semifinals, or quarterfinals, and I was like, dang, you're just gonna beat my boy like that? And he was like, yeah, I am. So I was like, alright, cool. And yeah, like I said, he was actually read me like hella good this game, which I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. And then Flare Blitz, we got an Aqua Berry because like we just sort of do. Then he finished me off the next turn, obviously. Or does he? Oh? Oh, well, I guess we got the T-Tar. Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember exactly. Yeah. That's what we had. Cool. I almost put Drain Punch or Swords Dance, which, you know, spoiler, may have been really helpful in this next match, but it's whatever. So going on to the second match of our set. I brought Thundurus, just in case. He led Daughter again, but didn't really matter too much. I felt like I was in a decent spot right here, but I guess that Tyranitar did a little bit more damage than I had hoped. But that's okay. And I wasn't really sure if the Incineroar or Rillaboom would be faster with the Fake Out here, so I protected. I learned later that my Rillaboom was faster than his Incineroar, so I could have gotten off an attack right there. But you know, we got the close combat instant, which I thought was pretty cool, to be honest. Like, you don't see that super often. High horsepower comes out, another highest horsepower, smacking that. You know, that was a pretty nice freaking whatchamacallit, instant switch out though, because of course he's got the whatchamacallit, double intimidate onto my Rillaboom, which ended up being pretty big. Yeah, so we got the crit, which is pretty huge there. And, you know, I'm just going to pretend like I actually EV'd for that, even though I definitely did that not, and that was luck. Yeah, like I said, definitely calced for that. And he's the double attack drop was kind of unfortunate, to be honest, especially because, as we will see in 1 second, recovery, yeah. And I just can't beat that without, like I said, like Drain Punch or Swords Dance, which I considered putting on, but didn't. But it's alright. So just finish this off slowly. I was hoping for like triple crits in a row. Unfortunately, I did not get triple crits in a row. He got a crit though, which is unfortunate. But like, anyways, I thought he, you know, Delp and the Southern Sand Slashes actually prepped like incredibly well. And this is like a well-deserved win. And of course, in case you were not in the league, you actually went on to go win in the finals. So like, you know, congratulations. You probably can't hear, but that was a little clap. But yeah, some final thoughts are that I thought this was a pretty fun league. It was pretty nice to battle with all new people. I haven't battled any one of these people before, except for Canor, who has a familiar face in the VBL. I also want to say that this was by far my best team, like by a freaking mile. So that was cool. And I thought the Rillaboom, Heatran, and Togetic, they were freaking phenomenal together. Like, these two support Heatran like so incredibly well. I know I didn't show most of my matches, but like in a couple of them, like these two support Heatran, and Heatran just like smashes like everything, which is pretty cool. Also, like, it was just kind of a nice change from the like standard like format that everyone was playing, which was just like Series 9 with Gigantamax. Like, you know, to cut out the Gigantamax was, you know, pretty nice little change. And yeah, that was my short little video. I'm glad it didn't take too long. And like I said, I'm sorry if I didn't feature any of your matches. I thought you guys all played wonderfully, and I hope to be back eventually. But yeah, have a good one, y'all. See ya.